Spanking. It's not allowed in any organization. You may not spank your coworkers. Just kidding. That's not the type of discipline we're getting ready to cover. Just going for that awkward intro like I always do. No, we're going to actually talk about progressive discipline. However, before we jump into that, I want to remind you to please subscribe. I'm creating more videos much more often, and I don't want you to miss anything that might be relevant to you and can help you. Give this a like, give it a comment, let me know what you like, don't like, and would like to see more of, because these videos are for you just as much as they are for me. Before we go into progressive discipline, I want to let you know it's not the only discipline policy out there. It is the most popular and what you will hear on the exam or see on the exam. Not every HR professional I know likes it, but I also work in a company that has it, so it definitely can be really useful. So just an exam tip on this one, because my book gave me an exam tip. Progressive discipline is a key example of how employers meet the requirement for good faith and fair dealing under U.S. law. Knowing the application of progressive discipline is only a part of your exam preparation. Knowing why it is important is even more critical. So I'm going to tell you what it is, and there's the why, is because it helps meet the requirements for good faith and fair dealing. Unions? Ring a bell? I have a union video. Watch that if it doesn't. Progressive discipline is kind of what it says it is. It is discipline that gets progressively worse. So it has different steps that it comes with. You can identify them, and they are the oral warning, the written warning, suspension, and termination. So usually, I'm actually not going to go off the book too much on this one. So usually what happens is somebody makes a mistake, say they're late to work and they didn't notify their boss. So they just get an oral warning and it's like, hey, don't do that again. Then you'll get to, they do it again, right? And the oral warning really wasn't enough for them to adhere to direction or follow policies or whatnot. So then unfortunately a manager has to come in and at that time say, hey, sorry, my knuckle popped. I tried to talk with you. We were pretty reasonable. There's really no discipline. Now I'm going to have to give you a written warning. So that can lead to you being more monitored, go to your employee records, all that stuff. It's just documenting, a key to this, documenting that you gave them that written warning, letting them know that if they do this again, that there's going to be problems. So then that same employee now is late again after they've had an oral warning, which really didn't do much for them. It was really the grace period. Now they've gotten their written warning, and now we've moved on to suspension. And suspension can be with or without pay, but it's enough to let the employee know, hey, you do this again, you're going to get fired. And then after that, they go to termination. So that's the final step in the disciplinary sequence. Basically, what it does is it can, in a lot of ways, cover employers' butts, saying, hey, we had this policy. It was written in our procedures handbook. They signed off. They knew it. We gave them all the different options. This was a discriminatory thing. They didn't follow this no matter what we told them to do. So sorry, you're being laid off. We already gave you the warning when we gave you your suspension. The really main thing, though, that's really important for this, or as the book likes to say, the holy grail for HR professionals is documentation. It is, which makes sense, right? Because you're firing people and you don't want to get sued. That is it, but it is. It's the single most important component of any supervisor in management training program, regardless of the training topic. Documentation and expectation should always be on the agenda. So make sure when this happens to you or you're dealing with a manager that they're documenting every step of the way. And usually everything will be okay. You're always going to have your nuances, but that's definitely a way to prevent any issues from taking place. So that is progressive discipline. Definitely an easy thing to learn. Make sure that you've got it because it will definitely be on the test. Again, follow, subscribe, like, and leave me some comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.